Hello everyone, and welcome back to Fableheim and Baldur's Gate 3. The resisting dark urge Solaire continues his honor mode journey. Sorry it's been like 10 days, but despite my return to streaming, the release of Ways of War, and my recent obsession with Romancing Saga, I am committed to seeing this series to its very end, no matter where that is, whether we perish on the Runbreaker legendary bosses, or we see a true victory with my son, Karlach. And today is the most glorious day, because we are going to finish up the Underdark, except for Across the Waters, and reach level 5, character level 5, which is a huge power spike for our team. And I'm really debating respecking Shadowheart, because I have some schemes. We'll see how they fare. And perhaps more importantly than all of that combined, we're finally using the Sussur flowers. No more. Why are we not affected by them? No longer shall we... Where did they go? No longer shall we be... Oh. This will still work, right? I hope so. So for this quest... Oh, I don't remember how this works at all. For this quest, we need to combine Sussur bark What? And with this... Oh, do I not need the bloom? It's just the Sussur bark into a weapon, which I think is dagger, greatsword, or sickle. And I have a bunch of daggers, so here you go.
The roaring furnace awaits an offering. A candy-sweet scent wafts forth. The Sussur bark infuses the weapon from within the flames. The flames sputter away. The dagger is yours for the taking.
I've actually never done this with a greatsword, but we can't use a greatsword, so why not? This gives us the Sussur dagger, which silences targets on hits. And I believe... Oh, and that is just a basic dagger. So, I mean, you know, cool beans. We can give it to Karlach, and she can throw it at people. I forgot the Sussur flowers disappeared when you brought them back. Can I go get more? Not that I want to be annoyed by carrying them around, but I do have a use for them. Well, that is unfortunate. I appear to have used them all. What a shame. I believe there is still one more in the area that we're going, but this will change my approach strategy a little bit. So here in the Underdark, as far as I'm aware, there are 3 more things to do before we go to the Arcane Tower. Nope. Before we cross the water to the fabled Grim Forge. We have to claim revenge for the Myconid colony, which is fine by me. The Duergar are typically an evil race. The light shall snuff them out. We have to go to the Arcane Tower, where we'll find something very fun. And then there is another people here, hidden in the dark. Oh, hey, I found a dirt mound. Oh, and thank you for the tip that you can actually dig dirt mounds that you failed the survival check for, forcibly. But I'm really not that concerned, to be honest. If I think about it, we can go back and do it, but otherwise, whatever, you know? I wonder what the point of going over there is. Maybe to avoid this? Do you think the team can make that jump with their 8 strength? Because I know I can. Karlach and I can deal with this all day. Let's see if the boys can follow. By the boys, I mean Shadowheart and Will. Looks like they can. Cool. So here in the Dark Unknown. There is a drow stash here. Do I have an Ignis? Of course I do.
And I'm off.
Of course I have an Ignis. Will is a fire sorcerer. One that's only going to get stronger as time goes on.
Best be on my way.
And I believe this is a drow depot, so we can actually find Loth candles here, right? No. An excerpt from a lengthy speech by Grand Matron Teray, first delivered in Menza Berenzan and recorded by a Seldarian spy. Oh well. I was kind of hoping that would give me
Let's get this
religious points. But alas, poor Warlock. We are still playing.
Loth Sworn Drow. Hasn't been touched in years.
Great. We are still playing with the Karmic Die disabled. Ooh, stealth. This is light armor as well. Which I've been enjoying. I don't know if it affects combat, but for like these random checks, I've really been enjoying not having the Karmic Die. I didn't know what I was missing, but now I do. So thank you all for chatting about it. That's not what I wanted. Dark Mother, Weaver of Destiny, offer us a blessing to slay our foes. May they be strangled by the threads of fate and dyed red in your image. Loth, be praised.
I'm ready.
I feel like dex checks and saving throws are more valuable than stealth.
Defender of the people.
Not
A long way to go still.
gonna lie. This probably looks cooler,
As ever.
which is pretty important.
Still alive, so that's
We'll
progress.
go with this. You have a burlap sack as well. Never know when you're gonna need one of them.
My step.
Fun fact, I think the Bulette can appear here, right? If you haven't disembodied him. Ah! And here are the hidden peoples of which I spoke. Now this is a very... I don't know what the word is. Min-maxi area. We'll go with that. Of course, we haven't gotten there yet, but... there is a trick we can pull here. One, to get a permanent buff. To gain a permanent buff. And, you know, have fun. However, I don't think I'm going to. Now, that could be a waste. I could be making a huge mistake. But, well, you'll see. Let us go speak to the Kuotoa. Oh, I was really hoping that was just an instant cutscene. Now see, if I were truly playing honor mode, I would just throw a fireball there.
Blade at the ready.
Or, you know, the equivalent of what we currently got. But, because
I'm ready.
I love to suffer, I guess I'm just walking in.
Where am I?
And we'll deal with this as it goes. Hello, fish people.
Haste.
How's it going? Cool Drip the Zealous.
I need a quick word.
Our blood to fill your oceans, O blessed Boal. Our bones to build your temple in the deep.
A wave of pure devotion washes over you, and with every surge, you feel a presence grow in response.
Words, priest. Promises. Your god wants proof. Wants blood.
These beings are Kuotoa, former Mind Flayer slaves that manifest their gods through sheer belief.
You, our Lord of Murder, demands sacrifice. You will be an offering for the great god Boal.
Okay. Show them what a god of death looks like. Attack! Try to determine who or what they're talking to. Ooh, this is a 20. It's gonna be tough. Yeah. I was actually really close, though. How many inspiration do I have? I'm gonna need this later. Oh, we're capped. Let's do it. Let's roll the die. Nat 1. No. Alright, now we're down to 3. We'll use once more if this doesn't work. It doesn't work. Nailed it.
This presence. The magic is not divine, but fey. And it is murderous.
Well placed. Brawl wants a sacrifice. Brawl wants blood.
False god. Are your followers aware that you're just a rabid little fey critter? Oh, I didn't do thaumaturge. Damn. I'm not gonna roll again.
Boy, priest, you gonna let this and give shake to your god?
Blood! Pual demands blood!
Okay. So, with some clever plotting, we'll go with, you can get a permanent buff here where all of your allies have advantage against creatures that are bleeding. And of course, it's pretty easy to bleed people with certain barbarian specs. I believe it's the tiger, the bestial tiger, whatever. Ooh, Solaire's actually in a really bad spot here. Oh, maybe. Oh, I can attack that. Temporarily. What happens if I just blow this guy up? Like, if we just go kaboom. Okay, not bad. And there are two ways to get that. You have to succeed a few of the things that we failed at.
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
But one
Now this is my happy place.
is to sacrifice a character. Now that's quite unacceptable to me. We would not sacrifice any of our characters, but you can, you can bring a hireling and sacrifice them instead if you want to get around it. It's pretty evil and frowned upon, but you can. Then use the doom. Oh, hey. Oh, that's a noble star. I was like, I have one. No, I don't. The spear misses now. Yeet. Pretty good damage.
Got to focus.
The other way is that you can steal. If you pledge yourself to Bual, this thing, you can steal the weapon you would get from the priest, and then you can give it to... and then because there's no reward for you, it will just default into the thing. I'm not sure if that's intended, or if it's fixed. I kind of want to just rip this. Yeah. Alright. I'm sure Solaire will be... That is a lot of hit points. Yeah, of course.
I got this.
This is my time.
I could... You know what? How much damage are you at? Do you think 3 is enough? 3 feels like enough. He says he does 4. Alright, we got rid of Bual.
Finding my way.
Perfect. We recovered one of our inspiration. So they're all frightened now, which I don't actually know what that means, but I'm assuming it's good for me, based on how everything is missing. Our lord has been murdered. That was even a critical miss. Wow. We'll roll a cutting word, sure. Oh, a beautiful miss. Thank you, Will, for your quickened spellcasting. I appreciate you. Alright, so I could go in here and start throwing people around, which might be the play. Or I could just keep eating spears. They're only set for one more turn. So we need to be a little careful here. We'll just start culling the weak. I might not even needed the bear rage here.
2 steps at a time.
My only concern is that Will doesn't really do much if he's not spellcasting, you know? Oh, okay.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Disadvantage? What? Target is too close / threatened. Whatever. We'll just throw him in the Cloud of Daggers and stand there. Intimidatingly. Good old critical miss. So I'm debating, while we're doing this fight, I'm debating respeccing Shadowheart into the College of Swords Bard. Now, the College of Swords is a very popular spec for shenaniganry. And like solo builds. Just because of the sheer unholy amount of damage it can deal.
Go on.
Just like in one turn.
No holding back.
I don't know if I would full commit to it, but I would definitely try and use it. Beautiful. Well done, Will.
Blood comes easy these days.
I'm gonna pick this guy up. Throw him into that one. I've been electrocuted. Not entirely sure why, but stay in there. And the main reason is something we will find in the Arcane Tower. I have a trick for Shadowheart. Could be great, but I don't know how much. Right now she's the lore of, or College of Lore, so she is kind of like more beneficial for spellcasting. And I've been thinking a lot about honor mode. Good crit. And one of the primary honor mode strategy seems to just be kill the enemy before they can do honor mode stuff. And our Shadowhearts, anyway, current build, does not precipitate that. So
I won't give in.
We'll see. Throwing people is so fun.
Need to act fast.
I think it's fine if that guy attacks. You're so far away. Can I hit this down? I might have been able to. I could have. Done. I need to realize more of the environmental attacks. I don't use them very often. This also would have been a great moment if I had the Guardians. You know, embrace my radiance and all that. It's going to be glorious. Critic. That was a 95% chance? Are you mad?
Nothing
Okay.
important is ever easy.
Alright. Oh, hey, I'm invisible. Sure.
One day I'll catch a break.
I'm no longer invisible because I walked through the cloud of daggers.
Can't give up.
Probably should have ended that concentration first. Good job, babe. What do you mean that's not just for enemies? I should have think what that guy's
Handy.
role was. Oh, I could check, couldn't I? How do I make this bigger? I'm looking for the roll here. Oh, so the singing sword is reducing their rolls? Huh, interesting. I was looking for like a target too close sort of situation. But okay. Fair
Time to
enough.
push my luck again.
I mean, we took a lot of damage doing this, but considering
My turn.
the sheer amount of enemies we took on, I'm really not that disappointed. Like, this is a lot of enemies, team. I think this is pretty well, all things considered, honestly.
What should I do?
I'm still amazed they can jump that far. Critical miss. Too much damage you do, Solaire. Swing! Perfect. Cool. We killed them all.
Dream in red.
False prophets. False deity. False idol. So again, there's a permanent buff you can get here. People use it a lot. It's very strong. But it made absolutely zero sense for the playthrough because you have to dedicate yourself to this Bual. And that's just, you know, not what we're about. Not what we are about at all. Here's the item, by the way. If you dedicate yourself to Bual, normally they give you the sickle. But if you steal the sickle preemptively, then they give you the buff without having to sacrifice anybody. So, you know, I'll take it. How about Bual himself? What did you have? Oh, hey, gaming supply. And then garbage. What kind of god are you? I wonder if I can talk to the dead guy. I don't think I care. There are some things to find here.
Got that
Besides those, I think there are like 2 chests, and then there's like a survival thing. Please don't be trapped. I'm sure these things aren't intelligent enough to trap things. Also, fun fact, if you get the Kuo-toa on your side, I believe you can summon them later in the game. Sometime in Act 3. I don't remember when. Because for some reason 6 gold, okay. For some reason I want to say it's not actually the end of the game where you summon all the people you've befriended. I don't think that's a spoiler alert. But it might be, and if it is, I apologize. I full healed. No. Oh, dear. Full healed somehow. We'll use an inspiration for this.
Don't give me trouble now.
This is 10? Yeah. Exactamundo. When the wearer heals a creature, it automatically disengages and will not trigger attack of opportunity. Well, that is an interesting chess piece. Interestingly awful. How niche is that? Just... Also, I thought they weren't intelligent enough to trap them. Their chests. That's a grease bottle? Actually, I think that's just a bottle. If it was a grease bottle, it would at least be useful. Look at that. They drew a little fish in the sand. They have at least that much intelligence. Ooh.
What's that?
Wait, hold on. I saw something that looks dark urgy. Also, I don't know why I healed. I think I accidentally blew up a healing potion and then fell into it, and then it healed me. Once Baal's favor has quickened within one of his beloved murderers. The bliss of his love is nigh indescribable. For he blesses his loyal with a new sensation. A mindless, instinctual, a primal sensation that comes from within the bowels. An erotic spasm that washes over the killer in the moment of murder. It is said that in that instance, his divine essence can almost be tasted. Forsake all other hedonism's acolytes, for nothing can compare, until the true ecstasies of murder wash over you, initiates. This scroll contains a prayer you may say after a kill, calling for the Lord's disgrace to find its course in your body. I thought maybe that would be a Dark Urge. A Haunted One inspiration. There we go. But I guess not. Still kind of relevant to the character. So, you know. Not a complete waste. What's this? Message in a bottle.
Might be worth a look.
Dad. Sorry, I stopped writing. We ran out of paper on the road. I got this from the druids. Maybe that's why they're so mad at us. I hope this can find you. Zevlor says you got lost, and that our old house is gone. But I read a book that says all rivers find their way into the Styx. Or when you get it, you can write me back in Baldur's Gate. Or maybe come visit. I'll write again when I get more paper. Aww. I got a sound as if that was experience or something. Or even a quest. There's no way, right? But you know what is way? You reach level 5. Now the reason why level 5 is such a big deal is for Solaire. This means a level 2 spells. Finally. I suppose we can just produce flame. Or wait, he already had level 2 spells. I don't know what it meant. It meant something, I'm sure. As a cleric, we are always prepared. Ah, it's our feat. Duh, of course. So as our build, we actually are not very feat oriented. We could always just go +2 wisdom, but I think in preparation of the shenanigans about to unfold, we're just going to go Warcaster. So Warcaster specifically gives advantage on saving throws to maintain concentration on a spell. So not only do we have a concentration on constitution checks via fighter, we also have advantage on saving throw checks because of Warcaster. This also gives us the option to use a reaction for Shocking Grasp instead of just hitting them with our weapon. This can be beneficial. It could be fine. It could be whatever. So that's probably what we will take. Again, this is more preparations for what is to come. Solaire will be very heavily a concentration character. And before we keep doing this, it might be shenaniganry time. Not crazy shenaniganry, but remember for every level up that you do, the merchants refresh. And even though we're not going to go all the way back to the Druid Grove,
Welcome back.
this guy tends to have
If anything in my private collection is to your liking.
potions sometimes.
Very well.
But that is not ideal.
Next, I wonder.
So for Shadowheart, she is going up in Bard, gaining access to the next level of her spells. Unlike Cleric, do I care? Unlike Cleric, the Bard does not have all spells learned, so we have to choose relatively wisely. Most of the control stuff is very powerful, but there's such a low chance of it working that it might not even be worth trying. I might just take, knock is always fun, but I might just take Heat Metal. Because at the very least, this is a consistent thing to use against people with weapons. Now for her, what do we want Shadowheart? We could probably just go... I think we're just going to go for bonus stats for now. If you're like a main character bard, actor is really funny. You just become probably impossible to fail like your deception or performance checks, but of course she's not talking. Lucky is always easy. There's argument for some of this stuff, but I think I'm just going to go for double charisma here. Until the day she is respect, of course. Good sir. Did you roll a good potion?
Welcome back.
I
do
used
enjoy
2
a
invisibility
good bargain,
potions, so...
If anything in my private collection is to your liking.
Wow. Really?
Very
Garbage.
Defender of the
Will?
people.
Now, Will is our Draconic Sorcerer, and we will be continuing Draconic Sorcery for a bit. We actually have a few options we can do. Will has so many branching options from here. Like, we could do 6 Sorcerer, 6 Warlock. We can do 6 Sorcerer, 2 Warlock, 4 Fighter. There are a lot of options. And, of course, we're going to start with everyone's favorite, Fireball! His spells look pretty good to me. I don't think I would change anything. Kind of a shame that you don't have shoes. Kind of a shame that I can't just, like, slot in knock or whatever when I wanted, but that's right. Hey, did you roll an invisibility potion yet? I could steal one. There's one over here.
welcome back. I do enjoy a good bargain. If anything in my private collection is to your liking.
Alright, I'm just going to assume he's not going to. Now, Karlach reaching level 5 is such a big deal. Will reaching level 5 gave him access to tier 3 spells, which is why Fireball is now in play. Fantastic. But for Karlach at level 5, she gets extra attack. So she can make an additional free attack after making an unarmed or weapon attack. If you gain the extra attack fee from more than one class, they do not add together. There are ways to get around this, but like the point is if you're Fighter 5, Barb 5, they don't stack. If you full commit to one of them, by the way, there's a third attack, I think at 11. But we will not be doing that. Now, I don't know if this applies to throwing. Can I throw 2 weapons in one turn? That would be incredible. I don't think so, but we will find out together. We can also change our Bestial Heart if we want, but Bear Heart is where we are at. And as a Zariel Tiefling, we gain the Legacy of Avernus Branding Smite, which I don't believe we'll be using, but it may show up. So fast movement just means we move even faster, and we have Long Strider as well, so that's all very good. Just one final check. Did you roll an invisibility potion for me?
I do enjoy a good bargain. If anything in my
Nope.
private...
Worthless. Alright. And now we're going back this direction to face the Arcane Tower. Also, no matter how many patches Larian does, there will always be bugs. Like this thing. The Bulette is still technically alive, still technically a Spore Servant, and yet completely uninteractable. Rest in peace, big guy.
Something big.
We have returned, and something big has been burrowed in here. Really? I didn't think it was. I have no idea. Well, we'll find out, I suppose. Now, there is something really funny.
Drow's cracked like an egg. Must have fallen quite some height.
Yes, yes. I don't know how this works. Let's see if we can talk to the drow. Maybe he has something to say.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Hello. What happened?
Through backpack. Too light. Fell.
What now? How did throwing a backpack make you fall?
Mushrooms. Disappear. Guessed wrong.
Oh. Who... Did you have any allies?
Worked alone. Better that way.
A lone wolf, I see. Who are you?
House Vandry. Far Scout. Searching.
I don't remember if that one guy we killed was part of House Vandry. What are you looking for?
Quick path to surface.
Ah.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
So basically what this was is a warning that these mushrooms disappear. Yep. Investigate, ladies.
Hey now. What's that?
Alright, so... I mean, I can just do this jump. We'll pull the team apart, because you never know. The heck? You never know who might get stuck. Somewhere. This one is probably fake. Oh. Nope. Cool. That was so hard on my first playthrough because Fabe had no string. So this... is, I don't know how this works. This is a back door.
Is anything real down here?
Into, something. Something we haven't encountered yet, technically. I'm not gonna die, am I? Hey, team. Oh. Cool. Walking on air. Fantastic. We have reacquired all of our inspiration points. They weren't wasted. They were all perfectly calculated. So if that one brings you down, where does this one go, you ask? Well, it goes to a place I was waiting to reach level 5 to go to. Let's see what happens. Just in case. Oh. Okay. Fair enough. I guess that's the easy access to, that's where the auntie is, Auntie Ethel. I thought that went straight into her basement. And I was like, how is this gonna work? But hey, cool. We learned. Alright, welcome to the Arcane Tower. Now, I had a usage for the Sussur flower here. 2, in fact. But because that's not going to work, we're going with plan B. Now remember, Sussur, a devotee of Lathander, a cleric of the light, cannot find anything in his inventory. Besides that, he would never desecrate a corpse willingly. Here we go. Except for this dog collar. An old leather collar for a large dog. The name Myrna is engraved on the tag, surrounded by a plethora of indecipherable runes. Now, there are many ways to approach this puzzle, but I think this is the safest.
Scorched ground. Better watch out.
We're about to find out. Nope. Okay. So, I thought that if you wore the dog collar... Oh, it's a back door, isn't it? These wouldn't shoot you. That is mistaken. These are the arcane turrets, and fun fact, if you have the Sussur flowers that you didn't take to the surface like a dipshit, you can throw them at this to disable it because these are all magical turrets. They are sturdy. At least 10 damage. Well, I'll be damned. My girl. I have work for you. So you're weak to lightning? So we need a hammer or something to throw at you. I mean, I have explosives, but I don't really want to toss those, you know what I mean? Do I not have hammers? Are hammers not thrown items? Well, I'll be... Well... Alright.
No one's stopped me yet. On my way.
We also have this.
Blood follows me everywhere.
Oh. You're sturdy, huh? I was hoping that would one-shot it. Man, I can just do this over and over again. I feel like this should be a kill. Solaire. It's 12 damage. Also, it's not hitting me from here. Solaire. It's 12 damage. Solaire. Alright, I've given up. New solution. I'm gonna punch this thing. Beautiful. Done. Problem solved. As Garrosh says, violence is always the answer. These things are, of course, not resistant to bludgeoning damage, which is what punching is. And with lightning charges, I also do some lightning damage. So. And I can hit twice. So, yeah. Turret's disabled. Again, not the cleanest way to approach things, but it worked. I wonder what the dog thing was for. There is something here about the dog. But we'll find it, I'm sure. I'll keep the dog collar on for now, just in case. You never know.
No time to rest. At the ready.
I want to say that there is a...
Bet I can crack that open.
like a side door the dog can go in, and I just forgot. Pretty funny this is trap. Hey! Now Karlach has a throwing hammer. What is this? Dearest Ray, I don't know if you're coming back, if you'll even read this message, but if you do come back, could you wait for me? I'll only be gone a few 10 days, but the thought of coming back to this empty tower with nothing but Bernard to fill these halls... I don't know how much longer I can take this. I miss you. I miss you so much. I cannot shake the thought of how different things might have been if only I had been less stubborn. Working on your lightning invention, my magic, eating together, laughing at your stupid puns, waking up next to you. Despite everything, I still love you. So please, if you read this, can you wait? I will be back. I will not be long. Forever yours, Lenore. A few sentences pen below in a different hand. I waited until Tarsak. I'll always wait for you. But you did not come. Well, that's unfortunate. Looks like the owner of the tower also struggled with the matters of romance. So I believe there are 3 arcane turrets inside here. 1, 2. There are ways around. You can see we have this lovely mushroom to do some jumping. And there's a door here, or a window. Let's see. I think Karlach can actually get in position to punch it again. Again, if I had the Sussur flower, I would just throw the Sussur flower. But I don't. Are you serious? So I gotta do this the old-fashioned way. I think you can get them to shoot each other as well. I could be mistaken on that. 1, 2. Oh, it's so easy when you just punch people. No wonder there's so many monk gamers out there. Wonder if you can stealth past this. I mean, it can't. Oh, it can't see me. And then punch, punch. No. Punch. Thank you. All right. I think that's it for the punching. Chest
Tingly.
of the main
Is that the
mundane.
chest's magic?
Wretched thing. Pull yourself together.
Ooh. Oh, how does this work?
Need to find a way forward.
That was a hard save. Is it because I made it into... Wait, I was already in the... I don't know. So the chest of the mundane. How does this work? Oh, scroll mage armor.
It transformed.
There we go. Mistress Grace. Oh, there's a reason why this is here. Speaking of someone who needs boots. So, yeah, that's right. Cool. So just transformed all of the stuff into random magical items. I think the first one you pick up gives you the boots.
Headache. Walk in death.
But besides that, I don't think there's a reason to use it. Really? There might be?
Here we go.
Alright. So I know how this song and dance goes. But you know how that song and dance goes. Is it better to do this one by one? Well, you know what? We'll do it for consistency's sake. We have to go down there. And I believe there's one more Sussur flower down there. At least I hope. And of course, this was graciously low enough that I can do this on any strength. Oh, well. Oh, we can even keep going. There's not more in here, is there? No. Good. By the way, we're here in the Arcane Tower for... It's blood. Is that my... I think that's my blood.
No way to
we're
ignite
here in the
this.
Arcane Tower
Strange.
for this, I think. Yeah. Lenore, the owner of the Arcane Tower, collects rare and magical fungi, which Omelium is going to use to kind of poke and prod at our parasites. Will our parasite appreciate that? Probably not. That's okay. There's also a puzzle in this area. Threadbare book looks like it once contained a play, but most of it has been lost to time, vermin, and unfortunate ink spill. Only 2 full sentences are distinguishable. How can I trust? How will I ever know? How can I show myself my darkest...
Seems like the owner was quite the literary type.
Indeed. And that's going to be very important. Alright, I'm going to disconnect the team. And Will... You're not
The
Will.
pride of the gate.
Is going to give me this.
Let's
Oh.
move. Is that?
The whole team is Featherfall.
No, never mind.
With Featherfall, we of course take no fall damage.
These boots have seen everything.
These boots are made for walking. And that's just what they'll do. Ah, there are 2 more. I don't know if we're going to need both of them, but they're here. Shadowheart, if you would.
What are you hiding?
Now, the reason we need this Sussur flower is because... That was a 33. Well done. You can also go from here, but I think you have to take a little bit of damage. So.
Must lug my guts through this hell.
It was gracious of them to give me the boots. The boots of Featherfall. That will actually be very useful in the future.
Can't slow down.
It's just the... This opens. I don't remember how this opens, though. You can see it on the map, too. It's no secret.
That might be worth a look.
A hole.
I'm way too big.
That's what she said? Question mark? For those knowing about Sussur trees, their magical properties have always been a topic of debate. Not only their ability to create an anti-magic aura, which is complete enough that even those unattuned to the weave can feel its effect, but also, and most interestingly to the living of the world above, the ways its roots, barks, and flowers can be harnessed to make magical items. Rumors of such items are rare, but spread in settlements bordering the Underdark. Their existence, however, has never been confirmed by any of our clerics, nor by any other reputable scholars. I hypothesized that these items are no mere legends, and indeed, in this treatise I will endeavor to explain how I myself created items that have anti-magic properties, and that use the magical absorption of Sussur tree flowers as a power source. Lines have been drawn in the following pages as if the author intended to fill them in with writing, but the reminder of the blank book is thin. So this here is your hint that you need to put a Sussur tree in here, or a Sussur bloom, excuse me. I think you only need one, so we'll send this to camp once this is all good. Now this activates the elevator, which is more like a teleportation device. Oh, and it also turns off all the turrets. I don't know how you're able to turn off if I broke you, but... Right. It fails to mention that there is something at the top of the tower. But hey, nice thumbnail material. I'm actually really curious. Do you think if I throw this at the machine at the top, it'll be mad? I actually don't know. There are still some uses for the Sussur flower. Some tricksy. Some not. What is this? Can I just walk through this? Oh, no. Okay, I know how this works. I remember now. I think. But I'm pretty sure that was all that was down there. We have to keep our eyes peeled for the plays. Plays are important. A gilded chest. There's a lot of trickery here.
Of course.
Of course. Take the thoughts. So... Oh, wait, no, I don't remember. I thought that there was a descend button here, but there's only an ascend button. How do I get in there? Wait a minute. Will, I know this isn't the best use of your spell slot, but
everything is clear. Where am I needed?
I do not remember how to open this. Short of that. It might be at the very top. I don't recall. Zero recollection. But there's always more than one way. That's what's great about this game. There's always more than one way to get to where you want to go. Some ways have a great many ways to get to where you want to go. I should probably restore that. Oh, I need 3. Darn.
Nothing hurts anymore.
Alrighty. Welcome. Ah, it is the top floor. Darn. Sometimes knowing too much is bad for you. Elminster said Noloth was a wonder to behold when it floated in Faerun's sky. He was surely right. This Netherese enclave was once a jewel in the empire of magic, with towers that pierced the heavens. And yet it fell, just as all Netherese enclaves did, crashing down when Karsus's folly ripped magic from the world. But even after it collapsed into the sea, its ruins still held a strange, twisted beauty. I traveled here from Haldrua when I heard the sea had retreated and the ruins of Noloth were once again visible. Alas, I was not the first. Looters had stripped this enclave of its material wealth, destroying much of its esoteric riches in the process. I have found arcane books used to make campfires, their magic lost now to the ages. I have met some Shadowvar here whose interests align with mine. and we have agreed to search the ruins together. I am grateful to these allies. The ruins are mostly filled with thick-skulled adventurers, but cannot shake the feeling that someone is watching us, waiting to see what we uncover. The staff of whatever I just picked up, I think has a bless bound to it. The wearer cannot be electrocuted. Oh, that's cute. Yay, potion of ill drain strength. By which, of course, I mean my blessing to the Thunder. Who would have thought 3 years ago that I would start a diary? Not a research journal, but a real diary. Who would have thought, indeed? Bless grants an additional 1d4 to saving throws and weapon attack rolls, an additional 2d4 to spell attack rolls. Oh, that's interesting. Wonder if I should give that to my girl, Shadow Hearts. Yeah, sorry, I kind of did this in the wrong order. If I press this now, will there be a descend button? No. Okay. So now, this is the floor we were on just a moment ago before we jumped out the window. Like absolute mad individuals. I think there was... Yeah, we're chilling. So we're going up.
Yeah, cursed to put my hands on everything.
But hey, Will's level 2 spell slot will be... It shall be missed. Oh, we have a dusty book here. I missed this. The beginning of this book proudly declares it to be a play by Dame Inia, followed by an extensive introduction and 23 pages of notes on the text. Though the book itself seems barely touched, one stanza is encircled twice. There is a light in every living thing. It is crawling towards the surface to survive, and in its wake it tramples everything. We'll kill the rest, so that the one can thrive. It's called Evil's Ascent. Well, that doesn't sound good. What was that? Oh. Cool. Okay. I believe that's not the book we need. Oh, shit. That was a funny sound. Gith and Mind Flayers, but this...
The disc is formed from slate and engraved with Githyanki writing. You examine them closely, but can't make much sense of them. Without a cipher or primer to aid you, the disc's message could be near impossible to discern.
I mean... I can investigate, but I don't think I'm rolling this. Also, why can't I guidance myself?
No matter how hard you try, you can't make any sense of the symbols. You should take the disc to Lae'zel.
Yeah.
She might know more about it.
Alright.
Strange disc. Are these Githyanki markings? Lae'zel might know.
Yeah, there's actually a really funny, like, sub-story being told throughout the whole game that is very subtle. From Barakur we made our stand, meant to rule but led astray. By wicked tentacle and wicked hand, this world belongs to the grey. Orundal stole all we had, yet taught the weapons by which to slay. Forge your minds to ironclad, this world belongs to the grey. The exile freed us with his command to conquer what was taken away. Crush every monument into finest sand. This world belongs to the grey. Trade your heart for steel intent, for with whip and mind we flay. Let them all hear of our descent. The world is nothing but grey. Interesting. An epic tragedy about power, corruption, and loneliness. Oh, I think I have to know what this is. A lonely road, thunder and lightning, enter Soreth. New sounds through damp and dark oppression break. Is it the foe, that foul, contemptuous heel? Or art thou friend, a rescue from my lonely wake? Come out of love for me, not for blood and steel. Rycia. How would I know? How would I know, Soreth? It's been so long. What do I know of you? And of you, of me? Oh, wait. What is that sound? Amphius. What is this? Those figures so familiar, both. But still you seem so strange. It is Amphius. Dear Amphius, what happened to your face? 'Tis pale as death. Your eyes are black as Shah. And you, I saw your teeth, they're sharp as blades. And what is with this road, so slick with blood? What happened here? What happened to us all? I don't know. The rest of the play tells the tale of 3 elven friends, their paths to power, and how corrupted, mad, and lonely they killed each other. Well, that's great. Dearest Lenore, I should say this, but your last letter really worried me. Why in all the hells would you tame a Bulette? Just because you found it near Myrna's grave does not mean that is a sign. I'm really worried about you, Lenore. A Bulette is not a pet. Using it as a guardian is one thing, but you sound quite taken by it. I know you do not want to come back before you finish your research, but if you are feeling lonely, you know my door is always open. Lots of loves and hugs, Amarith. P.S. It really warms my heart to hear that you put the autumn crocus flowers on Myrna's grave. I remember she liked to roll around in them, even though she'd always sneeze after. She was such a soft, loyal dog. I wish there was more I could do. Oh. Not gonna lie, that hurts my soul more than anything. Another disc. Writing on the torn out paper is shaky and blotted with tears, making it illegible. The silence stretches on. I'm all alone. Please can I hold your hand for just a while? Can I? I don't know. There's a button.
Ah, clever. Food is dispensed for anyone wearing this collar. Only one serving for me, I guess.
Mage's friends. I'm no mage, but I'll take it. Because that's more resistances and checks and stuff. I thought you could get this to spit something out.
Only one serving for me, I guess.
Huh. I'm over encumbered. I do have a lot of random... You know what? We don't need this barrel. Or do we? I don't need this barrel. Doesn't help I'm carrying 22,000 gold. That's pretty heavy. If I give this to somebody else, you think it'll spit out another item? Let's see.
Looks like the larder's run empty.
Nope. Alright. I could have sworn the arcane turrets wouldn't shoot you if you wore that, but... Hey. Okay, it looks like...
Have to keep going.
Do I have this? Oh, I'm carrying the Sussur flower. I was like, wait a minute, why isn't it going away? Because I'm carrying the flower. I'll just keep wearing this for now. Maybe the guy up top will have some dialogue. I don't know where it went. It disappeared. It was swallowed by the void of my inventory. Like all things eventually are. Is it in Shadowheart's victory territory? It is, okay. Okay.
Anything of use?
Maybe that'll make him super mad. That'd be funny. Alright, here we go.
New sounds to the damp and dark oppression, Ray. Is it the foe? That foul, contemptuous heel?
You know these words. They are from the opening stanza of a play you found in this very tower.
Or art thou friend, a rescue from my lonely wake?
Out of love for me, not love for blood and steel. Command as you see fit, my lord, my liege.
Ooh. I don't know which one of these to press. There is light in every living thing. It's crawling towards the surface to survive.
When it's awake, it tramples everything.
Oh no.
Kill the rest, so that the one can thrive.
Well, screwed that up.
Watch this.
Alright, everyone say hello to Bernard. Bernard is another legendary encounter. The guardian of the enchanting tower. He has the leaping static. So he's currently in the Sussur anti-magic field. I don't think that actually does anything, though. Once per round, Bernard can spend a legendary action to immediately launch leaping static at a foe after being attacked. Multi-attack static discharge. Bernard can multi-attack while under the effects of static discharge aura, which he is, I think. Or he's not. He is weak to nothing. So my plan was to peacefully enter the zone and then throw them. That was the plan. Is it a good plan? No, but it was my plan. How do I stop him? Too high.
Aye, aye.
Well, okay. Path is interrupted. You hate to see it. Well, this is annoying. Alright. It looks like I cannot throw again, but I can attack after doing that. Or can I throw again? I'd rather not use my smoke power barrel on this, but I may not have a choice. We'll come back to this. The downside is I don't think you really have a good plan, Shadowheart.
Battle favors the fearless.
Behold, the dance of death.
We'll shriek. Okay.
No holding back.
It is a full action. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do.
Concentrate.
We're gonna do the biggest heal I can on Will, which blesses and blade wards him. And then she is gonna run the absolute fuck away. Yeah, okay. Just
Onward.
go in the corner.
All right, Karlak. It's
Now,
go time.
Will, using his bonus action, is gonna come over here. Here. Where it is safe and secure. And then he is going to use all of his points to level 3 magic missile. It doesn't miss, it deals force damage. It builds lightning charge.
I'm ready.
What isn't there to love? I'm hoping she's fine. How much AC do you have? 17.
On my word.
Karlak. This just hurts a bit. A lot. What now?
Where do I go from here?
Huh. I thought that would explode, I'm not gonna lie. I need to send these to Karlach so she can eat them. It's a full action to toss one of those. What can I do as a bonus action? Drink something? I could click my heels. Gonna hit this guy. And miss. Alright, let's see how the AI does. That was a complete waste of a smoke powder barrel. Oh my god, it was so bad. Good news, though. Karlach is protecting Will, who's going to be most of our boss damage here, I think. Lots of AC on my tank. Love to see it. These erroneous ranged characters. That's what I'm talking about. A warding flare. Cutting words. Oh. Okay. Level 2 heal. As a bonus action. For our main action, we will wait.
Survival is all that matters.
This is the main action, right? Yeah. So what Solaire will do was he will first aid. Then he will Radiance of the Dawn. Embrace the light of Lathander. What is this? Standing near a statically charged Bernard deals additional damage. All constructs near deal additional damage. All others take damage. Okay, so I'm just going to run away now. I'm going to go over here, I guess. No, I'm not. Hold. Perfect. Will?
The blade will not bend.
This might kill Solaire, actually. Alright, hold on. Let me read this again. All others. So I think what's happening here is this is just when people take damage. So this is not going to trigger more damage if I blow him up. I hope not, because I'm blowing him up. Perfect.
Let's cook with fire, baby.
Now, Karlach is going to throw this bitch at him. And then she's going to throw this bitch at him. And now Bernard has 2 HP. Add a dream. I don't know if Karlach can actually deal damage. He's gonna equip this. I don't know if Karlach can deal damage as a bonus action. I'm pretty sure she cannot. Try and get out of the supercharge. There we go, but I'm still in the way.
Let's finish this.
Shadowheart. I have never asked. Oh my god. Shadowheart, I have never asked you for something more. Roll the 30. In fact, what if I throw something? She's not very good at throwing things. Shadowheart, just, you know what? Even better. There. Boss down.
On the victor's path.
I wanted to approach this more tactically, but no. Here we are. We have to do everything the hard way because Fabe can't remember the answer to a simple fucking question. Oh, good news. Our build works. What does Warding Flare even do? He rolled a 20. Was that not supposed to reduce the number? Like, on a fundamental level, the build works. There are points that can be improved, but it works. That's what we've learned here.
It's hot in here.
How does this not cause prone? Yeah, less questions. Or doing. Hello! Now, wouldn't that be intimidating? Alright.
Forever dauntless.
Will,
Finding my
my
way.
boy. Good job.
Nothing will stand in my way.
This is once per long rests? No?
These boots have seen everything.
Huh. These boots were made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. One of these days, these boots are gonna walk all over you. Unless, of course, your name is Shadowheart and you keep failing all of your rolls.
I'm heating up.
That's unfortunate, isn't it? Bunk.
Need to stay focused.
No choice but to keep going.
Hello!
Battle favors the fearless.
Alright. Listen, well, I mean, it was kind of a mess, but it went well.
Ready for another round?
Bonk. Bonk.
Talk to me.
By the way, this is kind of what I had planned. To just start tossing them. Like this. I failed.
Got to keep fighting.
Yeah, I basically just wanted to throw them off the tower. Because at one point in time... To be fair, this
Sometimes
wasn't
the
early
only
access.
out is through.
This will kill him, right? I failed again? Solaire.
I smell blood.
What do I even give you
This'll help.
that for? Wow, that actually does a lot of damage. Okay, so I can double throw. That's better than punching. Or now. So at one point in time, this might happen if you don't tell Bernard to kill you. But Bernard will, like, move to over here. And so if you can push him, Thunder Wave him, apparently not throw him, but, like, Thunder Wave him, push him, blow him back somehow, you can just knock him right out of this window into here and it's death. So, you know, that was my plan. Nothing went according to plan, but that was the plan. So for this, we got the Antique Key, which I have no idea what this does. The Guiding Light, used by the previous owner to access both the Underdark's darkest corners and her own basement. Oh, that's how you get there. Oh yeah, this opens up a thing on the... It's fine. This ring seems to reflect light where there should be none, and the light of creation, which is a polearm. Chance to stun the wielder unless it is a construct. I don't know if there's a way to completely avoid that. I'm sure someone has found it. But, not aware of it. I'm not sure if this will ever come in handy, but we will send that to camp. The paper is torn and patched in many places, as if it was well used but treasured. On it is a small poem without a name. These empty sheets are all that's left of you, the last of all the thoughtless gifts you gave. I will hold on to them. It's all I can do. I cannot throw them away. I've never been that brave. If you read that and talk to him, will he give you something? That sounds right, but I don't know why. So, there's one more thing in this tower.
A welcome rest.
Wouldn't you know it? Will this affect me? I don't think it will.
What am I to do?
I'm doing this for Shadowheart. Hello? Is this not it? When you sit down on this... Huh.
This way.
Did it get moved? What's happening? There's a stool here. Ah, there it is.
This chair. I feel stronger just from sitting in it.
There it is.
The strength vanishes as soon as I stand.
Karlach, please move.
Curious.
I could do some real damage with that chair leg.
So, this is the Club of Hill Giant Strength. The way this works is as long as this weapon is equipped, your strength is set to 19. You don't have to use it. It's just there now. So it's a very popular strategy. You can, of course, just use our potion shenaniganry to have like a ranger or a rogue, or in this case, a bard, use that mace with the Titan string bow. Because it just gives you +4 multiplier on everything. Now, right now, Solaire is getting +5 multiplier, but do recall there are very few instances where we want Solaire to be at range. Solaire is our tank. He is in the middle of everything, which means he will always have disadvantage when throwing stuff. So in time, my plan is to give Shadowheart the Titan string bow, which is why I'm debating a respec, because are we good, by the way? The Bard of whatever it's called. The Lore of Swords. College of Swords. There it is. Once you have the ring equipped, you can descend in here. Got it. The College of Swords gets a bonus attack. Scroll of Firebolt. At level 6. So, she wouldn't have it right now, so there's no need to commit... Oh my, I should have opened all this earlier. There's no need to commit to this Did I read this already? Yeah. Okay. There's no need to commit right now. I don't have to decide at this very moment. But if we do respec her at level 6 to just pure College of Swords, then she will have more scrolls. Cool. Then she will have a second attack, and she can make more use of the bow than I. So that's the plan. That's what I'm thinking. And that's the Arcane Tower. Done. We did it all. I didn't mean to kill Bernard, but, things happen. Sorry, bro. I mean, let's be honest. I did mean to kill Bernard, but I meant to kill him... Oh, is it the 3rd floor? I meant to kill Bernard, but I meant to kill him with style. It's one more, right? Yeah. Oh, hey, you can see the Kuotoa village from here. That's interesting. With the 2 jump... You're not alive, are you? No. With the 2 jump enchantments, I bet you could, just jump over there. This opens the door. Okay. Got it. I'm now the proper owner of the place. I have the keys. Those are the rules. I made them up. Alright, well, it's time to do one last thing. Also, those holes are indeed from the Bulets. Makes sense. I'm trying to think here. Is there an easy way to do this? I mean, it's not really a difficult fight by any stretch of the imagination, but I'm just trying to think if there's a simpler way. There is a strategy I really like to employ. It's an old strategy.
For me.
But let's see if we can make it work. So if you come this way from the Myconid colony here, you may or may not figure something out.
Prime spot for an ambush.
It is indeed. In fact, he found one. He's enlarged and he's ambushing. So it is possible to talk to these characters, but I don't think it is particularly worth it on our behalf.
What? Gek?
Now,
Got someone sneaking up on us?
okay. So, I was planning on being a little sneaky and doing some tossing, but, I mean, it's really stopping me. No way.
In position.
Throw. Yeah. Get down there. That's not a kill. How? Yeah, I can throw an enlarged target. That usually doesn't work very well. This guy does have a truly outrageous amount of XP. I'm also relatively safe here, so you know what? Screw you.
Easy out.
He's also surprised, so this check should go pretty well.
My faith will protect me.
Hello! Oh, it's not Solaire's turn yet. I mean, if Solaire can throw that into the chasm, that's pretty good.
On my way.
Again, we are counting on Solaire throwing something. But
Battle favors the fearless. No time to waste.
I don't think this is the only guy here, but we can use our free magic missile on him.
I will split your corpse and roast to pieces!
Really? Oh. It would be a shame if you were knocked over the edge.
This is gonna feel good.
I think Karlak is going to kill this by throwing twice.
Good idea, Clark.
1, 2. Didn't even need the 2. Where are the other units? Oh, he's in the fog of war.
Incoming.
I remember there being a lot more Duergar. I can't be the only one who feels that way, right? Great. Is there a way to unarm myself in combat?
Let's end this.
Because I'm going to need it, I think. Alright, I don't know if Solaire is going to be able to succeed this, so let's see if we can just kill it. I mean, you never know, right?
Holding back. Coming through.
He might have an item on him that's worth my time. Probably not. Ow. You should have done that first. Oh, he's invisible. Oh. Well, not anymore.
This is my time.
I was gonna say, hey, Solaire, I have a job for you. Thank you. You want to have a throwing match with me?
Got it.
Let's see how this goes, huh? 1. 2. Alright. Well, that went about as I expected. A faded logbook. I think this was a mining town, right? Burrow, Warden Myrna. The pages are lined with neat calculations, equipment logs, and expedition notes. Cool. Yeah, I think this was a mining... Like, everyone here was trying to find the adamantine forge. Oh, we have some executed deep gnomes. Sorry, bud. This guy seemed to be the important feller. Oh, hey, he has an exterminator's axe. Deals an additional 1 to 6 fire damage to plants, insects, and small creatures. Huh. That'll be useful, Karlak. Duergar Antidote. Nullifies the effects of certain Duergar poison, grants advantage at saving throws against being poisoned, and grants resistance to poison damage. Oh, could you use this against the one person? Or, not against, but, you know. For the little gnome that we healed up. Wouldn't it be funny if there's a second ambush down here?
What creatures live in waters this dark?
I don't know. I don't actually know if there is another ambush here. It just feels like that was not many enemies. Like, I feel like I fought more enemies just walking by a plant. Well, they want me to talk to this guy, so let's chat. If the game gives me a green glow, I will listen.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Hello. So, where'd you come from?
Across the Ebon Lake.
Uh-huh. Do you have any valuables?
Me? No, gnomes. We're fiddling with rubble yonder.
I heard something reveal itself. Thank you, bud. So what were you doing when you died?
Hunting. Runaway slave.
Oh. What happened?
Myconids made me hurt myself.
What was your profession?
Hunter. Warrior. Sworn to the absolute.
The corpse does not stir. It will answer no more questions.
Well. I heard something reveal itself, but I have no idea what it was. Discarded journal. I believe this is all just talk about mining and finding things. Oh, hey. Was this it? The thing disappeared on the map. Alright. Lurgan, that was the guy I threw off. He had a bad time. We do get a teleporter here. And of course that's because this is how you go across the water. Which we're not doing just yet. We must pillage this place clean. I mean, repurpose the resources of evil for good. Badly Charmed died with property of Wulbren written on the inside cover. In one of the few legible entries, the author wonders if he'll ever see his friend Barkus again, now that he's departed from the surface world. Barkus, by the way, is the deep gnome that we rescued not too long ago. Or executed deep gnomes. Looks like a mining shaft collapsed. Get rocked. Ba-dum-bum. This is a cute little thing. I mean, besides the trypophobia. These holes, if you are a halfling or a gnome or maybe a dwarf, you can actually reach into one of these.
The wall is riddled with holes. A suffocating stench of long rotten meat wafts out.
Inspect the holes. This is a wisdom check. I should be good at this. I was not. Do we try again? We are capped on inspiration, but we're going to a place. Yeah, sure, whatever. Perfect.
You recognize the odor. The foul scent of carrion crawlers. Centipede-like aberrations that feast on the dead. At one time, these caverns must have been their banquet hall. The creatures are either long gone or waiting patiently in the darkness.
I mean, cadavers only eat corpses, right?
The passage narrows and bends, becoming impassable before you're even elbow deep.
Oh. Yeah, you have to be pretty small for that. I mean, I could disguise, illusion, disguise self, and then be small, and then go click on it, but I don't think it's worth it. I don't even remember what it is, but I just knew it was a little fun fact. There are so many of those small details.
That's curious.
In this game that literally have zero consequence, but they're just like little fun things, you know? Yes! My potion reclaimed. Simple boots. Alright. That is the Underdark. Done. Now we shall head back to the Myconid colony to turn in our quests, but don't worry, they do not end here. We'll start with the annoying one first. Because now we have decisions to make, and decisions are hard. There's always a fun thing to say where, like, whenever you're in PvP, whether it's an RTS or like a MOBA, one of the best ways to win is to force your opponents to make decisions. But we rescued this guy on our first day down here.
Look at that. Got my useless old man back.
I did.
I suppose that's your doing.
It is.
His hands are empty as a whole. We'll have to send him back out soon enough.
It seems like there's no love lost between the two of you.
Love? Never heard of it. Balin's meek now, but he used to be a rotten old bastard. Treated me like an old shoe for 70 years. Losing his mind was the only good he ever did by me.
It's a miracle he survived it all. You should take him home.
Please, Balin's got a job to do. We can leave when he's done it.
Well, you must be down here for a reason.
Collecting noble stock. Valuable mushroom. We've a shop in Baldur's Gate. The locals go mad for it.
Oh, what makes it so valuable?
Nearly nothing it can't cure. Blindness, poison, hair loss.
Could it cure Balin's memory loss?
Probably. But Balin in his right mind wasn't worth half a half of noble stock. I know him better than anyone. Got the scars to prove it.
Yeah, so with the noble stock, you have 4 options here. As far as I'm aware, there could be more. You can actually feed it to him, and as she's alluding to, he is a bit of a prick. Very abusive, and very mean. Of course, she's not being as mean to him, but, she's kind of treating him as a mule right now, so back and forth. Perhaps revenge for 70 years of him being an abusive spouse. But, you could feed it to Shadowheart. She recovers some of her lost memories. As the Dark Urge, you can consume it and recover some of your memories. And I think there's a second noble stock you can get, which opens up even more Shadowheart memories. Or there's the 4th option, which is, of course, what we as a Cleric of Light are going to do.
To no surprise of mine, you're more competent than Balin. Go on then. Hand it over.
What will you do with it?
Sell it. What else? Worth more than its weight in gold to folk back in Baldur's Gate. There ain't much it can't cure.
I feel bad. It feels wrong just giving it to her. But okay. Oh, Carlac approves. Fantastic.
Thanking you. I'll be on my way then. Look, I do thank you. Come visit me in Baldur's Gate if you find yourself that way. I run a shop called Bone Cloaks. Balin nearly sunk the shop to pay for a drink, when he was of his own mind. This might allow me to hang on a little longer. You take care out here.
Yeah, so what wasn't a joyful reunion? Dareth has her husband back now. So that opens up Bone Cloaks, which is... I didn't know that was an inspiration for Karlach. I'm glad I didn't extort her. But Bone Cloaks is an apothecary. So we can actually get more potions there in in Act 3. The Gloves of Uninhibited Kushiko. The wearer deals an additional 1d4 damage with throw attacks and weapons made with improvised weapons. I forgot that was a thing, but guess who is definitely getting that without question? Karlach. I should have rushed that if I remembered that was a thing. But hey, we got that. We got it. That's no. This is equip Karlach. Fantastic. More throw, more good. So she currently has the throwing ring and the caustic band, and now she has the throwing hands. Fantastic. Magnificence.
Never wanted the easy path.
Oh, hey.
We'll be clear. No point in lingering now I've got the noble stock.
Did you ever get more stuff? Ha! Give me that. Give me that. Give me those. I should have been checking you. Kind of a misplay, but that's alright. You know, when I leveled up earlier? Because she seems to have what I want. Thank you, though.
That's that, then.
That is that indeed. Okay, let's go speak with the Sovereign. The Sovereign, of course, is the one who wants us to go bonk the Duergar. And we're now halfway there. Hello.
It greets you with a harrowing elegy, cheerless as the new moon.
The Duergar are slain. The rot has been purged. I asked these other questions.
The music shifts, still melancholic, but now streaked with hope.
Do you hear a new harmony? Serenity. I name you Peace Bringer.
Thanks, bro.
Fragrant spores waft through the air. Your heart swells with bliss with your every breath.
Freely you have given to us. Freely you may take. The Guardian Gate is open. Go and claim your reward. But before this, I have another boon to ask of you. You have cut out the Duergar Blight, but not its source.
In your mind's eye, Spore shows you a drow, striding among Myconid dead.
Near. This one is called. He hunted us. Hunt him in turn. Bring me his head, and I will know my circle is safe.
This near sounds like bad news. Guess we could lend a hand, right?
Sure. Consider it done.
The drow lurks in the ruins beyond the lake. Bring him death, and return.
There we go. And now we have bliss spores. Okay, so I got a suggestion. I think it's a good suggestion to not turn in this quest until I've completed basically all of Act 1 and Act 1.5, so I can hold on to the bliss spores. I'm not sure how these work. Until next rest. Can I come back for the buff? Because I'm gonna have to rest. Soonish. Not for myself, of course, but Will is, you know, it's Will. Wow, lots of experience. Okay. The game wants me to talk to him.
Rituals. A notebook for a drow to carry?
I agree. Hold on, let's chat. Maybe I should have read the book first. Since Solaire mentioned it, but that's okay.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
What is this book?
The secret to mastering the adamantine forge.
Oh.
Book disguised by magic.
Clever, clever. Do you know where to find the forge?
Thorn knows, but cannot tell.
Does he? How'd you die?
Battle with rival. Summoned spectator.
Ha! Wow. Alright, who are you?
Zargrim. Conjurer. Seeker.
That spectator has a lot of kills.
Adamantine Forge. These people need a new hobby.
I don't disagree. The Shadow of Menza Berenzum. Scroll of Blindness. This. You never know when you're going to need a backpack. Alright, so from that corpse, aside from this, which is...
The cover proudly announces this book to be Flumph Mating Rituals. If the drow's corpse is to be believed, it's something else entirely.
Investigate to peer through the lies. Oh, hey, look, the bliss spores. Oh, it's only a 5. 28 will do.
The scrutiny proves too much. The lurid text melts away before your eyes. An illusion. What remains are simple instructions written in a spare hand. The secret to forging adamantine.
Cool. I don't think it's very hard, but I also don't remember. The pages apparently copied from a master tome describe the construction and use of a grand forge in the Underdark. Among the Sharans dwelled the gnome Siluviali, whose talents for wizardry were known from Candlekeep to Sorcerer. Under his tutelage, the Sharans built the Great Forge, which could heat mithril with such vigor as to turn it into adamantine. With this astonishing metal, they could mold the finest blades and armor. If the jewel of Yali's eyes was not the forge itself, but the protector he conjured from the magma to guard it, a construct to be so mighty that no blade could fell it, and no spell could pierce it. Instructions for operating the Great Forge are listed beneath. Ingredients: raw mithril ore and a proper mold. Place the ore and mold into their respective chambers, pull the lever to lower the hammer, and prepare the ore for smelting. Open the valve to allow lava into the crucible, and drop the hammer again to forge the product. Now there is... I'm actually a little worried about that encounter, but I think there's an easy way to do it. We will see. But the other reason we're here is because of this. Although I'm not sure if I can actually use this. We have been acquiring these icy pieces for some time, and when all three are brought together, you get the Morning Frost. When dealing cold damage, the wielder deals an additional 1 cold damage, and dealing cold damage with the spell possibly inflicts chilled upon the target. Now, we're not doing a build where this would be prominently helpful. In fact, I think the only ice spell we have is the ice cantrip. But we can send it to camp and, I don't know, let it cook or something. I extracted those to get them out of my inventory. Alright. Ah, of course. There is one more quest here. I didn't forget. You forgot.
Is my species evolving?
I hope that didn't ruin it.
Very well.
I greet you, child of the sun.
Thank you.
How has your search for the mushrooms fared?
I found the mushrooms you're looking for.
These are fine specimens. It will only take me a moment to brew them to proper potency.
Omeluum turns away to prepare the potion, lost in its own musings.
You must drink the entire draught. I can make no promises as to its taste.
Alrighty.
The potion is disgusting beyond description. The only mercy is that it goes down quickly.
Roll the constitution check.
Not a drop left. Very good. As the potion influences your mind, you may find yourself acting irrationally. Try and stay focused.
Help is a constitution check.
The world loses its edges, its finer boundaries. You are fluid, but trapped like a creature suspended in amber.
Saving throw. I think these are technically the same because there's -1. So draw on your willpower and resist. The light of Lathander. Oh, interesting. The light of Lathander guides me. Resistance is a cantrip, so. Or I roll a natural 1. Yeah, no, okay, hold on. Let's roll that back.
Dark holes bite at the edges of your vision, but the void cannot draw you in. The tadpole spasms, seizes. It's fighting the potion even harder than you are. Fear pierces your mind like knives of ice. The parasite digs deeper, as if it needs to hollow out your skull.
Cleric saving throw. Call upon your god for protection. Yes. Lathander, your child asks for safety. Okay, 32. Thanks, Lathander.
The cold blades lose their edge. You are stalwart, turning that tide of fear against itself. The parasite swells with power. More power than you have ever felt before. It surges and twists, lashing out against that which would dare to intrude. The parasite in your mind quiets, pleased with itself.
Omeluum, are you well?
That lava is like nothing I have ever observed before. Its power is unsettling.
I felt it grow inside me. There is more power than ever.
Such an outcome was not in my calculations. There is more to this being than mere stasis.
Yeah, I can tell. What's next? Cutting off my own head?
Such crude destruction may not waylay a lava like this.
Wait, really?
But there is another possibility. I possess a ring of mind shielding. It prevents elder brains from noticing my presence. It will not remove the lava, but it will limit its influence, both positive and negative. I would offer it as a gift, but in truth, the ring is priceless. Is there anything you could offer me in turn?
So I have held on to this since the tutorial. This is very easily passable by a number of checks for a number of classes. But how about I tell you more about that nautiloid? Every last detail.
Fascinating topic indeed. What can you tell me?
Wait. I can trade with you. Ooh. Can I just take this? When the wearer inflicts a condition upon a hostile creature, they also inflict a reverberation. Would this work with me? Like, would this work off of the orb? I don't think so. Like, in theory, it shouldn't. Oh, that seems good. Just gonna buy these from you. Don't mind me. Oh, hey, I can actually buy void bulbs from you. Cool, cool. Ability deals acid, fire, lightning, radiant, or necrotic damage. Becomes resistant to that damage. The wearer's obscured in shadow. Their spells. No. Okay. You restore an additional 2 hit points every time you heal another creature. Oh, hey. There you go, Shadow Art. So, here's a detailed analysis of the ship. Using my headband of intelligence.
What a brilliant experience. To feel one step closer to my ancestors is a fine gift indeed. Here, it is yours.
Did I choose the wrong option?
May it serve you as well as it has served me.
Shadow Heart
I never
first.
thought we'd bargain with an Illithid. Let's hope this ring...
Of course, the lava remains. Be ever vigilant of its growth.
I like Melum's like, yeah, I'm going to cut you off now, Will. Well, that's disappointing. I mean, we did the quest, that's fine. But there's a, this is going to Will as well. There's a... Did I not have the right one? I might not have the right one. On the ship, on the Nautilus in the tutorial, there are a few of these laying about, and in this quest, you can give the correct one of these to him, and that doesn't have a check. It's just like, hey, here's this thing that we found. And that passes the check. And that's why I've been holding on to those this whole bloody time, not just because I'm a hoarder, but I am a hoarder as well, let's be honest. That sucks. So what we got from that is... by doing this quest, you unlock the ability. I don't remember what it's called exactly. But you can use your bonus action for Illithid powers, I think. Oh, wrong. I'm getting ahead of myself. We get Survival Instinct. We can use our Illithid to prevent a character from falling unconscious. As a full action, apparently. And I believe everyone can do this now.
My faith will guide me.
No, just me.
Keep it together.
The bonus action thing is later. So speaking of bonus action, our Dream Guardian has informed us about these Mind Flayer parasite specimens. That we should absorb their power. I don't even think I need this, to be honest. We should absorb their power to grow stronger, but I think we are probably not gonna do that. I don't think so. Now, as far as I'm aware, there's no difference between using these and not using these. Like, as far as the story is concerned, the only story difference is if you go to half Illithid. Which is much, much later on. We won't be there for a while. So I was going to do them, but I guess I'm not anymore.
Two of us.
Copper for your thoughts.
You got nothing. Shall we have a chat with Shadowheart real quick?
Carry me.
A little bit of a heart-to-heart before we call it a day. Oh, Will can't take this. This is too important for now. Emphasis on for now. We give it to you then? Yeah. Shadowheart can take this. Although I don't think... I don't know. We'll see what Shadowheart ends up doing in the end.
Father, they will die for you.
I had another dream. Which, I suppose, means you did as well.
Indeed.
Whoever's reaching out to us truly does seem opposed to the Absolute, but wants us to embrace the tadpole. Venture right into the heart of the cult.
Perhaps we truly have a secret protector. Or we're walking into a trap.
Could be both. There's a lot of options here. So that artifact should be protecting us somehow. Do you still have it?
You could say that. And yes, I still have it.
Curious that you just happen to have an item that can protect us. How did you come by it?
I suppose, if we're going to keep helping each other, I might as well tell you. I was part of a group sent to retrieve it. Bring it to Baldur's Gate for our goddess. I worship Shah, the mistress of the night. It's my mission to deliver the artifact to her secret cloister in Baldur's Gate.
Wow.
It hurts. Now that you have the truth, please don't make a big fuss about it.
I am a cleric of the light, and Shar is a goddess of the dark. Shar is really weird, though. I mean, don't get it twisted. Shar is pretty evil, and she's all about, like, oblivion of memories and forgetfulness, like, forgetting the pain and blah, 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 blah. But she's also, like, a goddess of magic, kind of. Because she and Selûne were formed when Mystra first died. And there was, like, this whole storyline of Shar making her own magic, the Shadow Weave. And it's just... she's a weird goddess. Anywho, we have bigger problems.
True. I didn't think you'd react so pragmatically. Perhaps I should have told you sooner.
Well, so I asked for more. In the future, I expect you to be honest. We can leave it at that for now.
Gladly.
Shadowheart doesn't really like when you pry into her, but then, you know, she changes a little bit. So why were you in pain before?
The wound on my hand. It never quite heals. And sometimes it causes terrible pain to rip through me. It's my burden, though, from Lady Shah. I can feel her influence somehow.
Is there anything I can do to help? I am the cleric of the light.
I don't think so, but you're sweet to ask. Maybe just be patient the next time you see me wince or cry out. It'll pass quickly enough. It always does. Pain is sacred to followers of Lady Shah. Pain will give way to loss and then to the peace of her eternal darkness. You can tolerate a great deal of suffering so long as it has meaning.
I mean, that's not false. I'm kind of the opposite in real life, though. Well, I guess that's similar. So I have chronic pain syndrome. But I can tolerate an incredible amount of pain if I know what's causing it. Like, if I know I'm in pain because X happened, it's fine. It really doesn't matter. But if something starts hurting and there's no apparent reason, I very quickly spiral out of control, like, mentally. So, there's a little bit about myself. I guess Shadowheart and I are having a heart-to-heart in more than one way. Yeah. Other matters, sure. I mean, we talked about the Grove. Do you think we feel the chance to connect? Did we? My memories are all gone. Is your Tapo playing tricks on you?
I understand why you ask, but memory loss is not as uncommon as you'd think. There may be other causes.
Really? Alright. I wonder if I can have a... Do you think clerics of Lathander are into monogamy? Because, I mean, you know, 1, 2, Sussur Field. Oh, right, because it's in the chest. By the way, is this new? I mean, I approve of this. This is a great change. But still, is it new? Could be. But anyway, my friends, that, I think, is where we'll call it for today. The Underdark. I take it back. Hey, Lae'zel, I have something for you.
Another dream. Another order from that dubious visitor. It announced that we will find the answers we seek in the Absolute Cultist's lair, and offered another generous gift. A persuasive creature. It tempts us with power, expresses its admiration, its adoration. Avert your eyes whenever it appears, and do not avail yourself of this new power, no matter how alluring. You've no idea what damage it could do to us, how far into illithid madness it could drag us.
I understand why she would never want to use more of the thing. I mean, I don't trust the Visitor. The Visitor came in the guise of Shantae, which is, of course, the goddess of Earth. But I do think she's right about following the cultists. I distrust the Visitor.
Well chosen. Battles are won with swords, not mind games born of brainworms.
Ah.
And there will come a battle. Of that I'm most certain. The one truth that fell out of the dream figure's cankered lips.
Wow. I didn't realize she hated the dream figure so much. So anyway, disc.
The disc appears in your mind's eye. Lae'zel sees it too, and considers the vision.
Tirsu markings. Ancient. I recognize them, but I can't make sense. No. Wait. The texts are enciphered, but I've solved the pattern. It's a story. About Orpheus.
Your head buzzes in concert with Lae'zel's, but it hardly matters. Even without the connection, you'd recognize her discomfort.
You look uneasy. Are you alright?
I am fine. The slate is not. This text is heresy. I can hardly bear to read it, let alone speak it.
Just tell me what it says.
Very well. I will read it to you. The Prince of the Comet, Part 1. So it was that we were free from Geich shackles and turned our blades on each other. The heavens were shattered, and one great empire was divided in two. Gith traveled to the Hells to broker help for her people, her cause. Vlaakith would have you believe Mother Gith proclaimed her our queen. Lies. Gith made no such proclamation. Vlaakith seized the empire against the Mother's wishes. But Gith had nurtured a son, Orpheus, Prince of the Comet, the true heir. He knew Vlaakith's treachery. Orpheus rallied Gith's honor guard and declared the throne for himself. The War of the Comet had begun. Disregard this drivel. Gith declared Vlaakith queen of the Empire, and her own son defied her. Orpheus would have ceded control to the Geich.
And if it's true, sounds like Vlaakith betrayed Gith and seized the throne.
She did nothing of the sort. Thank your good fortunes I'm a tolerant woman, or I'd have sliced off a few toes for suggesting it.
Okay. Yep. Alright. Fair enough. I feel like if I told Lae'zel I want to kill, she'd be like, yeah, that's normal. What are you on about? Why are you crazy? Why are you acting wild? So I don't know if we'll actually follow Lae'zel's story. It's kind of sad no matter which ending you choose. So if you just don't choose an ending, then it's like, you know, whatever. But, my friends, that is it for today. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Before we go fulfill the destiny of Nier to die, I do think I will follow the advice and try and keep these bliss spores for as long as possible, which would involve finishing off Act 1 and then visiting Act 1.5, which is when these will really come into play. Whether I should eat the parasites or not, I'm still uncertain about this, but next time we'll return to the temple and start knocking out all the things I was avoiding because we were not level 5. Because we're now character level 5. And our world is our oyster with Karlach's double throw. And the Kashiko hands. Literally, tremendous power spike today. Thank you, my son. And thank you for watching. Thank you to the patrons of the channel, members who support the channel. I greatly appreciate you. And if you would like to stay up channel, feel free to join the Discord in the description down below. And I will see you next time.